Hello farmers and welcome back to Pallegney on Farming Simulator 25. We're up here at the store with our lease Deutz AgroStar and the mower. I'm up here to return the mower and we got to lease a couple more things. Actually, we're leasing quite a few things today. But because of our challenge here, I can only lease 5 items at a time. And of course, as always, we can only buy from the used section. I am done with the mower, so I'm going to return that. So let's go to vehicles and return the mower. I do have a contract to collect on, by the way, but the mower can be returned. So we got the Deutz right now, the AgroStar, and our articulated dolly trailer for autoloading the bales. I'm going to do that a little bit later on. But let's go here into the store. The next thing, or the first thing I need to lease today is the baler. So let's get ourselves that wonderful baler. It's the Kuhn baler. Yes, right here. This is the expensive part of the whole grass process right now because I'm using a windrower and a baler together, so that's why it's kind of expensive. Yep, we need to lease that. $9,942, but it needs to be done. And also, while we're here, we can take back with us. I got to find the plows here. I think the plows are up here. And get this plow right here. We don't need the big one. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's not going to be that much different leasing. I mean, we're talking about 867 versus, yeah, we'll just get that one. We'll just not get it, but lease it. So we'll lease that one. All right, so we'll put the plow on the front because our grass field, the newest grass field that we purchased, I need to plow that up. That field does need to be plowed. Yeah, it has grass in it. I want grass in it, but only way to get rid of the plow situation is plow the field. So we're going to have to go and do that and then replant the grass afterwards. But first, got to collect the grass that's in it. Oh yeah, speaking of collecting, I did a mowing contract that paid me $6,322. But that's going to go ahead and collect down that. There we go. So we're back up to $31,020 in the bank account. Now, in between episodes, all I really did was cut the grass in our original grass field. And then I was trying to see how much it was going to cost us because I have the mod that allows me to move placeables. And it will charge you a fee depending how far you move it. So I wanted to move the BGA over to our new grass field, as I mentioned in the last episode. And I said, I just want to see how much it's going to cost because it may not be worth it. Well, I got it where I thought I wanted it, and I was like, well, I would like to rotate it. And I was like, I know I can rotate it. I could rotate it in FS22. And you might see where we're going because the BGA is not where it is. So I was looking for the buttons to rotate the BGA, and I think I hit the Q key on the keyboard. And when I hit the Q key, it threw me out of moving the placeable. It moved the BGA where I had it, where I was trying to rotate it, and it didn't charge me nothing, which I know it's not supposed to do. So at first I was like, okay, do I like the placement of the BGA? Because it's there now. Yeah, that's where it is. And I was like, do I like the placement? I'm like, okay, it's not too bad. I'm like, okay, I wonder how much it was going to charge me to move it. Then I got to thinking, I was like, you know what? We delivered a couple of tree stumps, not tree stump, but tree logs in last episode. And I got paid $75 for those logs. Now, a couple of people said because you left the limbs on it. Well, I left limbs on the other ones, and I got paid rather, I'm not going to say rather well. We got paid decently, but $75 for those did not seem right. I was like, you know what? I think I got kind of taken for a ride on those trees. So I'm going to say we paid for moving that BGA over here. Yes, it did take up some of our grass field, but you know what? It was taking up some of our grass field on the other plot as well. And I'm going to, when we go ahead and plow this field, and also plow the center there where the trees were, I'm going to go over and put in the grass where the BGA was. But let's go ahead and put this down. Oh, let me make sure it's on 220. So I want to go higher than that. Yep, we're good. So the good thing about this is, yes, having the windrower on the baler. I don't have to lease a windrower and then the baler. I mean, it's probably the same cost altogether anyways, but I only have to go around the field once with this setup, and it works pretty good. The AgroStar does rather well hauling this around. And plus, it's only one leased item, not two. So yeah, I'm going to have to plow this up, and then of course we're going to have to get right back in here, and I want to plant the grass this month. The sooner I plant it, the sooner it'll start to germinate, and the sooner the grass will grow back. And we can start making off more money off our 2 grass fields every time I do this, instead of when we just had the original one. We did okay with the original grass field. I think we were profiting probably about 10 grand after all is said and done. It was like, I haven't really done the calculations. It may be like 15,000 to lease all the equipment, and we were making like 30,000 on the silage bales going to the BGA. So now with this grass field over here, and especially after I get it plowed, and oh yeah, we need to spread lime on the fields also, just to get our yield up a little bit. That should definitely help us out, get a little bit more electricity from the BGA. So yeah, I did not want to place the BGA over here because I wanted to get the grass up first. But like I said, I was just trying to see when I was moving the BGA how much it would cost to move it over here. And I hit a button that I thought was going to rotate it, and well, something rotated because it kicked me out of the menu and the BGA was here. I was like, wait a minute, what did it charge me? I looked up and it didn't charge me a thing. So if you got the mod that allows you to move placeables and you don't want to do the moving fee, just hit the Q key, I guess, and that'll take care of it. Or I mean, if you know that much, you could probably just use the Power Tools mod and add the money back in anyways. But either way, here we are, yeah, baling up our grass. I got the other grass field to do as well. And I want to put lime in both fields, but I want to kind of focus on this one here first, getting this field all set. I think I need to smooth out the center. That's where all the trees were that we did last episode. And we got a decent amount of money from that, bring it up to the carpentry, so not too bad. So one of the things I should say about bringing the BGA over, the reason why I wanted to do that, I didn't really like the looks of it at the location that it was, and 2, with the autoloader, it wouldn't let me unload the bales because I think the slope of the ground, it may have had some like collisions going on there. The autoloader would not unload the bales. We had to push them off, which is, you know, not that big of a deal, but I want to simplify things just a little bit more, so yeah, hopefully the autoloader will unload the bales a little bit better over here. I'm trying to think, is this the first time I cut this grass over here? I think so. Getting my, I'm cutting so much grass, I feel like, on fresh stalks. So when I come here to cut grass, I was like, wait, when did I cut this? I can't remember. Alright, so what we're going to do here, just do a quick time lapse. I'm going to go ahead. I forgot I can do time lapses because I'm recording. I'm still in stream mode because I just got done doing fresh stocks today. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get this all baled up. When I get done baling, I'm going to return the baler. Then we're going to wrap up the bales with our bale wrapper. I'll get the autoloader. I'll pick up the bales. We'll dump them to the side somewhere over here. And yeah, I will see when we, I'll bring it back when we get ready to plow up that field and also replow this little section down here where the BGA used to be. And then, yeah, then we should be able to hopefully replant some grass seed in the other field. just seen, I just launched one of my bales accidentally across the river into another farmer's field. I think I did 2 of them accidentally. I mean, as much fun it is to see the bales launch out of the back of this thing when they're your own, you kind of want them to keep in the same field. So we're gonna have to go over across and get that one. Not that big of a deal. While this one's wrapping, I am going to go ahead and return the baler. So that's going to be the most expensive thing. That's got to be this one right here, which it is. Let's go ahead and return that. Alright, and the wrapper I'm done with, so I'm going to fold that up and just get that out of the way. Now, what I did find out, you can drive across the river with the tractor. The river's not that deep, so if you haven't tried it yet and you were wondering yourself, at least every place I have crossed so far, I tried it a couple times in a few locations after I tried it the first time, it seemed okay in most locations. And hopefully the autoloader will work, which it does, which is nice. Who knows, it might be a little bit deeper here than what has been in other places, but you can see it's not as deep as you might think it might be. Let's grab that bale. Thank you. Get off that farmer's field before they ask questions. Now, as I learned last time, by dropping the bales off in the drop-off point at the BGA, it's not going to take them once they convert over to silage. I still got to move them around. So we might want to just pile these somewhere by the BGA so I can just pick them up and scatter them in there. Because if I don't have the trailer, I don't want to put them all over here in our kind of farmyard over there and then have to carry them over. I don't want to have to lease a trailer to move them either. So we're going to put them somewhere close, but also not also where they're taking up part of the grass field if I can help it. I think this is only going to do 2 stacks. I don't think it's going to do 3 stacks, right? No, it's considered full. All right, let's go drop these off. And then plow the other field completely, and also allow the create field to dig up that centerpiece. Then I want to smooth this area out where the BGA was, and of course allow to create field there and bring that back to a field and plant grass there. And then we can spread some lime down. Oh yeah, also got a bale over there I need to grab. What side is this unloading on here? Unload side to the left. So I think I'm just going to place them over here. Because I'm not going to mow the grass over here, I don't think. Well, hopefully I can unload somewhere over here. I thought it was far enough away as it was. Alright, so it did there, which is, that's fine. Alright, let's go pick up the rest. Where's that bale over here? There it is. Yeah, so we got a good number of bales. I think the first time we did it, we had a full trailer and plus 3. And now we got a full trailer plus, well, a lot more than I thought it was going to have over here, honestly. And the yields, it's only going to be better next time because I think the yield in this field when it was double fertilized was like 87%, but now I'm going to get some lime down. Should get up to like 95% or maybe even 97%. There's that shuddering train going across. Alright. Try to stay far enough away so I got room to unload. There we go. So I'm done with the trailer. Yes, I'm done with the trailer. Let me return that. So vehicles, it should be this one right here. Yeah, I'm done with it. We're done. Alright, let's grab the plow and get to work. Now, I think I could expand this grass field, not just in the center, but maybe on the edge a little bit as well. Actually, the plow is facing backwards, so I got to turn that around. I realize I can run the plow backwards. It'll make me just go at full speed, but I prefer not to do that. So let me just confirm here. Yep, needs plowing, needs liming, so let's go ahead and take care of that. Oh, before I do much of anything else, let me actually go into construction. And I just want to make sure that this is smooth out here. Get rid of all those little bumps and whatnot where the rocks are. And let's also come over here. And we're going to smoothen this out here as well. Because I had to do a whole bunch of terraforming to get the BGA. Well, after the BGA placed there, I had to get some terraforming done. So I can at least get in there. Alright, so this shouldn't take me too long to plow up this field. But like I said, I'm going to try to expand it a little bit more afterwards. But I'm going to plow up this one, and then allow create field will take care of the center, and then go over where the BGA was. Alright, the field is just about all plowed up, but let's go ahead and expand it here. Alright, so if I just hit Y on the keyboard, because why not, we should be able to just plow this on up. Never mind the little bit of rocks that were there and all the bush and shrubble that was there. It's all gone now. It is now technically a field. I was trying to figure out how close I wanted to get to the BGA, and I kind of just thought, well, I'm only going to mow so close. Now, I really don't know how much I own over here, because I can't buy the wood, so I don't want to get too far over. It's allowed me to plow that, so hey, I'll take all we can get. Alright, that looks good to me. I'm going to turn off allow create fields because I don't want to accidentally plow a field here. Not that it's a big deal because I can just go into landscaping mode and then redo it over. But I don't want to dig up my grass field. But now I do. Yeah, still going to keep that part down there as our yard. It's not much of a yard yet, and it won't be in the future. That's not going to be like where our yard's always going to be, of course. But for now, that's our yard. Yeah, the BGA, it was good for the for the little bit that I was here. And it served its purpose, but it just did not look good there, I don't think. It would have looked probably a whole lot better if I could have snuck it down in that peninsula right there. But even then, in the future, I wouldn't want the BGA there. So maybe it'll look good always over in the corner where it currently is. Alright, went ahead and return the plow now. Served me well. Yes, return. Yes, yes. Alright, so now I thought about getting on the spreaders. Actually, where I'm here, let's go look at cedars. That's 46,000. Where is... I think if I just go to grass care, there might be just a one that will plant just grass alone. So, yeah, on spreaders, I thought about getting this one here to spread the lime. Well, that doesn't even take lime, so I guess that answers that question. That doesn't take lime either. Am I really going to have to lease this to spread lime? Well, I guess so. Well, yeah, I mean, okay, it's only 2,200, so that's fine. I mean, that's what we got to do. And now, oh yeah, consumables. Let's buy some lime here. I don't know. I want to just buy 4 bags. And of course, what we don't use, you know, future purposes, of course. Grass care. This here. And is this also a roller? It is. Cedar unit, yes. Wait, how much horsepower? Oh, just requires 100 horsepower? Yes, we'll get that. Leasing, that is. So I could use a roller to get a second stage of fertilization on this grass field here without having to use digestate. If I got to lease something to plant the grass, might as well use the roller as well. Now, I was told when I was on... I missed a Bailey there. When I was on Riverbend Springs early on in FS25, that the grass rollers were not giving the second stage of fertilization. Well, I'm about to find out if that's been fixed or not, or if it's true or whatever, but we'll find out together. But let's spread the lime first. Now, I want it on both fields, but I'm going to do the field that I completely plowed first. Then I will do the larger field. Oh, I did not get the spreading disc, but I guess that's not that big of a deal. Alright, I'm going to fill these up, and then I'll meet you over down by the BGA, and we'll start putting some lime down. Alright. Let's whip this puppy on and get the lime in. We'll see how much this field takes. Love it when a tree just gets in your way. Now the other field doesn't require lime, but I'm guessing because the yield, I think the yield we're getting is like 85%. I'm guessing it had a couple of harvests in it before the grass was put in. But yeah, we should be able to get that yield up quite a bit more. So of course, we got to wait 3 months for those silage bales to ferment. And then of course we'll dump them into the BGA, and then we'll see how well we made out. Hopefully we'll get somewhere in the vicinity of like 40,000 to 45,000 for selling electricity and methane. Then once we get into a good cycle here, then, you know, cutting the grass 4 times a year and just sticking to the BGA, that's going to make us some good money. I have seen some of the comments coming in also. Some people are just getting started in the series. I mean, the series, it really is just getting started. About, you know, we need government subsidy signs. We need to do this, need to do that to make money. And yeah, so it's going to be a little while before we get going. I mean, we started with absolutely nothing. We're playing on hard economy. I mean, we had no equipment, no land. And this is what, episode 8? Something like that. We own 2 pieces of land. We own a BGA. Granted, a lot of this stuff didn't cost a whole lot, but when you start with nothing and get to where you're at, it's not looking that bad. Especially, like I said, on hard economy, that's pretty good, I think. Yes, the contracts have paid for a lot, but now our fields are going to start paying off for us quite a bit. And again, to answer some questions, you know, what do we plan on doing in the series? Well, all kind of depends on what the store throws at us, because only being able to buy from the used section, I could say I want to do, I don't know, let's just, I thought about maybe doing sheep on this map. If I'm going to do any type of animals, I guess sheep might be a good one to do. Because the way the hills are set up and everything, I think sheep would be good. So let's say I decide to go sheep and do like some grass work. Who knows what come up for sale in the store. that could change my mind. I mean, on day one, the bale wrapper was there, and I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting to get into that, but that is something we are going to need, and we got one. Oh yeah, I think there was a comment as to why not do some more bale wrapping contracts. I probably will, because we do got the wrapper, but I do want them to make at least a little bit of money. Plus, I don't have a tractor, so I would, if I don't have the Deutz the day the baling contract comes, or so not the baling, the wrapping contract comes up, then I would have to lease a tractor before I can do the contract. So, yeah, once we get ourselves a tractor, which would be nice, and that Deutz 7 series that was on sale a couple months back, that was a real nice tractor. I think I only had like 10 hours on it. Just unfortunately, I was $100,000 shy of being able to purchase it. Really glad I went with the 4 bags. I think I'm going to have just enough to finish off the fields. So I'm not really sure this roller I got with the cedar part attached to it, exactly what's going to happen. I know it may sound kind of weird saying that, but I don't know if I go over this field to roll it with the cedar on. If I turn off the cedar, is that going to replant the grass? I have no idea. I don't know if turning on the cedar part of it is an option. Well, not every square inch was covered, but that was pretty darn good. Not going to complain about that. All right, let's go ahead and return that spreader. Yes, return that. And do I got seed anywhere? No, why would I have seed? I bought grass fields, so yeah, why would I have seed? So we'll buy at least 1 bag of seed, or actually a pallet of seed. I think you can get more from the pallet for your money. I think 50 liters more of seed, so I might as well, we're in the early stages. We got to pinch every penny, watch every dollar, look for the deals. So right now we just got 2 leased items. Yeah, I'm going through my money, but a lot of this stuff I won't have to lease again. All right, let's go to here. Where am I going? Where are... Any of them would be good. Pallets. Pallet of seed. Do I actually get more? That says $12.60. Is it $12.60 for a bag of seed? Yeah, $12.60, $12.60, $12.60. 1,000 liters, 1,000 liters, $1,050. You're better off buying a pallet. Same price, but 50 liters more. Yeah, I have gone over the hour. No, I'm getting ready to go over another hour on the Deutz AgroStar, but it is what it is. I'm trying to remember the last time I even used a grass roller. And I want to say maybe Solyndra? So that's a while back. So we'll go do the other field first, the one that's completely torn up. That should be a pallet of fertilizer. Yeah, I know we've been doing a lot of grass work in our grass field like the last 3 episodes, it seemed like, but it's what we got to do. And before you know it, we'll be back in. Well, it's harvest time, so once we get this done on the grass fields, we can sleep through the night and see what we got in July. Hopefully, we got a couple of good harvesting contracts to bring in some cash. Not a wide working width, but it'll get the job done. So yeah, if I just lower it and don't turn on the seeder, I wonder if I can just use the rollers to roll the other grass field. Now this field here is going to need a little bit of fertilization after it grows, because it's going to have absolutely none in it. I don't think rolling it after you seed it counts, but I might be wrong. Like I said, I haven't used anything like this in a long time. And the good thing is, I'm also seeing is we're not really going through that much seed currently, so I should be able to get this field done. Let me just get out and see what it says here. Oh, so it says 50% fertilized. This says 50% fertilized. Oh, right here it says 0. So this is where the trees were. Yeah, so it was a grass field. That's why I kept 50%. I'm not adding 50% to it because it still says 50%. And that's the weird thing. It says it needs rolling. Well, what I might do is I might actually keep the AgroStar overnight. And we should have some digestate here. Let's see, what do we got for digestate? Oh yeah, I got 35,000 liters of digestate. So if I keep the tractor overnight, which will be an overnight fee, but I'll be able to spray digestate on this field. Now if the roller works in the other field, adding the extra 50%, then I'll just have to spray this one. But if it doesn't work in the other one, then I'll have to spray both fields. Well, a few minutes later, we are almost done here. But I'm going to be interested to see what happens when I go over to the other grass field. I'm going to turn the seeder part off and just roll. And I wonder if I'll get the free application of fertilizer in the field for grass. And I'm not sure because maybe the rollers don't work because it doesn't recognize there's grass here, because, I mean, it hasn't germinated, so it's just planted. So maybe that's why it says it needs rolling. How about if I turn off the seeder and just roll? So it says it needs rolling, still needs rolling. So already the yield bonus, even though I don't have the second stage of fertilization in the field, the yield bonus is already higher than it was than when we bought the field because we plowed and limed it. So already it's looking pretty darn good. Alright, so let's see what happens. Oh, and yeah, I just went over the hour on the Deutz farm. We're at 2 hours. And I was thinking, I wonder what the hourly fee is. It's got to be just like, you know, 500, maybe 1,000. I think it was almost pretty close to $2,000 for going over the hour. Alright, so just to show off what's going on here. This field does not need to be rolled or anything, but it's 50% fertilized. Let me just put that on down. If the lime disappears, okay, the lime is disappearing. So it looks like I'm going to get the second stage of fertilization, right? Yes, we do. So I'm probably going to keep this roller overnight, so I can fertilize the other grass field that we just planted. So I'll keep the Deutz farm and roller overnight. Yeah, I will have to pay an overnight fee, but it can't be that expensive. And yeah, I do got a lot of digestate, but I want to stockpile just a little bit, and this would be the good time to start stockpiling it. Because next time I cut the grass, those other silage bales that we have, they're not ready to be put into the BGA. So, yeah, we got to get into a good cycle of having some extra digestate to be able to fertilize our grass field. Or I should say grass fields. Now, it's not going to show me the yield bonus in this grass field because the grass has been harvested. But I'm hoping when we sleep overnight here in a little while, when we check on our grass field, it's going to say yield 97% or maybe even 100% because it has been rolled. Well, it hasn't been mulched. So maybe 97% is what it will say. As you can also see, I do have plenty of seed. This is the original seed that I got from the store. We're just going to drag over a silage bale. Not pick it up. We're dragging it. But yeah, I am using super strength to do that. Just go through the trees here. At least by putting the lime down first in this section, I can see where I have been. But now we gotta reseed where the BGA was. So let me go ahead and just fire that on. So you saw how many bales that we got off the two fields this time, and I expect the next time to maybe increase that by maybe 4 or 5 bales? Is that adding too much? Again, the other field I think was at 65% yield, but now it's going to be up in the 90s, and this was 87, and this field should increase by 10%. But we won't know for another couple of months. I may have to wait 3 months because I can't remember when you plant grass. Does it go right into the first growth stage, or does it germinate then first growth stage? I know you think I would know that by now, but you know, it's one of those things. You plant grass once and that's it. Then you really never have to look at it again. Alright, so now we can just turn off the cedar part. Now it's just a matter of, might as well get this grass all rolled. We just have to worry about the next field in July. So, yeah, let's make some laps here and get this grass field pretty much all set. And then we can just sleep through the night. The one thing that can happen, and I can't quite remember, is when I wake up in the morning, if the grass actually is in the first growth stage where I planted it, if I go over it with a roller, I think it's going to reset it back to this stage right here, the stage that I'm on. So I don't want to do that. If that's the case, then we'll have to just spray it with the digestate from the BGA, which is okay. And I think that's what's going to happen. Like I said, I haven't done grass rolling, I think, since Solyndra. But I can't even remember if I did rolling there. I might have just spread it with grass, sorry, not grass fertilizer, but with artificial fertilizer. But a lot of hard work has gone into these grass fields in the last couple of episodes. And yeah, hopefully we can see it pay off in a few months. But let's come on down here. Like I said, I'm going to keep the AgroStar and the roller for now. And just park it here. So yeah, we're going to lose some money overnight for overnight fees, but that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it is. Yeah, see, this says needs rolling. So our little sleep mat is over here. I guess I'll check the store page just to see what's there. I mean, oh, there is a mower for 5,000. And that's the wait, is that the one I've been using on Fresh Stocks? Is that the one that has a bigger butterfly mower? If that's the case, I think it is. Yes, that's the matching one right there. And that's the front mower? .4 meters. But yeah, we can buy that. It's from the used section. So we got ourselves a mower, which on Goldcrest Valley in 22 took me forever to get. And I've been using, this is a 7.3 meter wide, but yeah, it's like less than half. This cost me how much to lease? $2,600. I mean, yeah, so it's going to take me longer to cut the grass, but I will save myself the money from having to lease that every time. All right, so let's go to bed and wake up at 8 o'clock, shall we? Sound like it was raining there. Yeah, there are some sound effects on this map that don't seem to carry over in some areas, but that's not too bad. Oh yeah, so the yield potential in this grass field here is 97%. And if I come down here, of course, it's going to say, yeah, it says needs rolling 50%. Do I want to roll it? The problem is it's going to set this grass back to the original harvest stage, I think. And then that means I'm going to probably have to do the same over there, possibly. I mean, rolling is only 2%. Maybe I could roll it at the end of... Ooh, so it's not going to delete the grass back to the original state? Is it considered roll? Fertilized. It is adding a fertilizing stage to it, but it's not killing the grass. I don't want to say killing the grass, but sending it back to its original state. But it's not classified as rolled. Let me just have a look here what on the PDA, what that actually looks like. So even though I got a grass roller, it's not considered rolled. For you grass experts out there, that in Farming Simulator 25, yeah, let me know. Do I just have to get like a regular roller to do that? I thought this being a roller would do that, but I guess not. Well, at least I'll get a stage of fertilization by rolling it. And I could have swore, like in FS22, if you put a roller in a field after the grass has grown, it would delete the grass and put it back into like it was just harvested. But do let me know in the comments below. I really have no idea how I'm doing here because I cannot really tell where I've been and have not been. But I'm just rolling with the punches. Rolling. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, let's just finish up this little piece. I'll probably do the other field off camera since it's not going to damage the grass. I'll definitely roll it. But let's go over and do like a little bit of a piece, just so we can compare it. Like I said before, I took care of that grass field over there. The yield was like 65%. Now that we tore it up, dug it up, replanted, put some lime into it, it should say 97%. At least I hope that's what it says. %. Yeah, this needs rolling as well. So if I were to roll it, that's where the other 2%. If I were to mulch it, that's where the rest of it would come into play. But definitely a whole lot better than the 65% and getting up to 95%. So that's 30% increase. So I just need to roll it. So I guess that's the only roller for grass. So in 25, there were grass rollers and then rollers for the field. Is that under yield improvement? Rollers. I mean, I guess I could roll it after I harvest, but is that going to eliminate the grass? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. So next time I cut the grass, if I were to lease this and roll where it needs to be rolled, does that eliminate the grass, or I don't know? Because like I said, I've never done it in that order before. So I am at 15,810. Oh, I did not check the sale page this morning. You never know. Well, nothing there per se. That would have been a really good buy because that's the modded root crop harvester, 51% off. And we know the vegetable harvester harvest pay rather well. And speaking of like contract type stuff, we do got some harvesting contracts coming up. Oh, peas. Pee off. I'm not gonna. I don't feel like doing that. There is a fertilizing contract, but nothing. Yeah, there's a baling contract, bale wrapping contract. Sorry, I could do that because I got the tractor, and I might as well get my use of the extra hour I got off of it. But hooray, the grass fields have been flipped over. But do let me know about the rolling down below, and yeah, if I use the other rollers after I harvest. Am I going to have to replant the grass seed again? Does that eliminate that? Or is that going to be fine? I don't know. But I am going to get this grass field rolled to get the other stage of fertilization out of it. And return that. I'll make sure I get the seed out of it as well. And yeah, then when we start next episode, I'll figure out if I want to do something with the Deutz to return it. But we did buy something today. Oh, wait, where am I? Let's scroll back. We did get ourselves, luckily enough, on the sale page. It took me forever on Goldcrest Valley 22. We got the mower. Now if I could get lucky and get the butterfly mower for that, that'd be even better. So little by little, we're buying stuff and hopefully increasing our profits on our grass field. But anyways, yeah, if you made this far in the episode, I appreciate you being here and watching all the way through. If you want to help me out, hitting that thumbs up button does more than you know. You can hit that thumbs down button too if you like, but leave a comment as to why so I can make the videos better for you next time. And if you're new here, you might want to hit that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss out on more content like this. But that's where I'm going to wrap it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Pallegney. But until then, have a good one.